Hi everyone, I'm Liz Peterson, a sales process design and automation consultant, and welcome back to another one of my Pipedrive training videos. If you know me, you know that I love Calendly, but if you don't have a need for all of the additional functionality that a tool like Calendly provides, or you don't want to be integrating an external tool with Pipedrive, the meeting scheduler built into Pipedrive is a really great option. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can create an appointment type in Pipedrive's meeting scheduler, and how you can add the booking link for that appointment into an email template. Then next week, I'll be sharing another video where you can take the meeting scheduler to the next level using Pipedrive's workflow automations, where you can create an automation to occur when that meeting is booked. For example, by converting a lead into a deal, or even updating a deal stage or deal detail fields when that event type is booked. As always, if you like this content, go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you'll also get a notification whenever I drop new content, such as next week's video. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I really do love hearing from you. So with that, let's dive in. If you're using Pipedrive Scheduler, you want to make sure that you have your calendar synced to Pipedrive so that you don't get double booked. So you're going to go to your personal preferences and calendar sync, and then here you want to add whatever calendar you are using for work bookings so that you are dynamically updating your availability in the scheduler link if anything gets booked on your calendar. So make sure you have that calendar synced, and then to set up the actual appointment, you're going to go to Activities and then Meeting Scheduler and Manage Availabilities. So here I can add a number of different appointment types. I'm going to add just one, which is a product demo. So I'm going to add availability, and I need 30 minutes for this appointment. I can set when this is available if I'm maybe doing some customer research over just a specific week or something like that, or I can leave it open. Then I'm going to set my availability. So I'll say I can do Mondays, and I can do Thursdays for these product demos. I like to do them in blocks. And then here, buffer and time setting. So I can add time required in my calendar before or after. So if I need prep time, I want to make sure I have time after to complete notes or send follow-ups. You can update these buffer times. Then you can also select if you want your availability to be shown on the 10-minute mark, 15-minute mark, etc. So that means if I have 15 minutes, this availability, I would show options at 9:30, 9:45, 10, 10:15. If I did 30 minutes, it would be 9:30, 10, 10:30. Then the shortest booking notice. So can they book, for 20 minutes from now? Or do you want to make sure you're notified at least a day in advance or at least a number of hours in advance? And then how far out into the future they can book. I usually like to make this a few weeks, maybe at most a month, just because otherwise it's kind of too far out in the future and people tend to forget about it. So I'll do a month here and then continue to meeting details. So meeting name, this is where you're going to put in kind of the exact name of the appointment. And this is helpful as you get into layering on automations onto this. The meeting name is actually where you can control which automations happen for which meeting types. So here I'm going to make this the product demo. You can integrate with different kind of meeting tools like Zoom or Microsoft Teams. So here, if I have more options, Google Meet as well. So you can add that integration. If you want to have any description about the event, what they need to prepare or have in advance, and then your external name for this event as well. I always like to collect name and email. Those are always required by default. You could also require a phone number. And if you wanted to add any other fields that you wanted as well, you could do that here. And again, you can make them required or optional. So here. Okay, and then I'm going to click continue here. So then here it gives you a link, okay? So you can copy that link, or you can also embed this in your website if you want to do that. So I'm gonna click done here, and I'm going to X out of his. So now I want to add this to an email template. So I'm going to, imagine that a new lead comes in and I send an email saying, hey, I'd love to do a product demo with you. So I'm going to go ahead and create that email template. So here I'll go to new mail and then I will manage templates and add a new template. So I'm going to add some copy here and then I will pop the video back on for you. Okay, so I have this template email and then there's a couple of options. So I can go ahead and pop in the demo meeting invite here and I want to call this out. So it's going to automatically kind of put this default text in, but this is just a link to the scheduler, the same one that I copied when I was creating the event. So you can always just adjust this or pull the link from here. So I'm going to say, I'd love to give you a demo. Please feel free to book a time using this link. And then I'm going to add the link over this text here. And then I will remove this. And then I always like to remove all of the styling, especially when I'm copying and pasting, make it like that. So I now have this email template ready. So I'm going to go ahead and click save. And now if I go ahead and send this email out, so I'm going to just as a demo, send it to myself. So I'm going to go ahead and populate this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send this and then pull up my email. So this is what the email looks like to the external content. They can go ahead and click the link and then they are taken to this scheduling page. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule here and I'll put in this information. Right? And I can leave those as optional. And I'm going to go ahead and confirm the booking here. And then back in Pipedrive, what will happen is if I go to activities, there is now an activity created for me for that appointment out in the future. So scheduled out for July 11th. And that is how you use the scheduling tool. So again, if you want to add more availability, different appointment types, you can just repeat the process and then you can go ahead and copy the link right here or pop it in using that meeting scheduler tool in the email templates. And then when a event is scheduled, you'll get an activity. And then again, upcoming, we can use that activity to build on automations onto this meeting scheduler tool, which will be coming in an upcoming video. As always, thanks for watching. If you like this content, please subscribe. If you have any questions or ideas for other content you'd like to see, please leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.